We begin with a very brief and extremely interesting conversation between two people who are tourists. The title of this conversation is In a Tourist Bus. See how they talk to each other. They are strangers. They are meeting for the first time. How they talk to each other, how they get to know each other, and there is a possibility of a long conversation which you yourself can fill in. One person says that I will tell you something. The other person shows great interest. And that which is to be told is not included here. But all of you, especially people who are improving their English, can try this, expand this conversation to a very long one where in the whole day these two tourists talk to each other about themselves, about their life, about their experiences. That will be an excellent practice for all of you. Remember that not only watching the videos and remembering and practicing, repeating, but also framing sentences by thinking in your own mind. I'm sure all of you can do this for practice.
Excuse me, is there anybody coming to this window seat facing you? If it is vacant, then would you mind if I sit here?
You're welcome to sit here. I came early to get the best seat in the bus. We have a long distance to travel today before we reach the fort. It would be nice to have some company.
Thanks. You remind me of my aunt back home. Have you been to this city before? Or is this your first visit?
Oh, it's my first visit. I came to attend a conference and thought I would see a part of the city. How about you?
My first visit too, I came in search of my roots. My great-grandparents used to live here. I wanted to find out more about their lives in this country. And since I am here, I thought I might as well do some sightseeing.
That's interesting. I have heard that many people come here to do that. You must tell me more about your great grandparents and how they left this country.
I'll surely do that. Their move from here to America is quite an adventure story. But we have the whole day together for me to tell you about it.
That's right. We do have the whole day. I am looking forward to hearing your interesting story. It is good that you chose to sit here opposite me. Here we come to the second conversation of this video. The title of this is Asking for Help. All the words are very simple, so there is no need to worry about the title. This scene is in a supermarket where an elderly lady, a lady who has reached a particular age, senior citizen, is asking a younger person for some help. First, there is a mistaken identity. Notice the sentences very carefully. See how they exchange their ideas, their requirements with each other. And then the younger man is willing to help. The lady feels very grateful. Look at the way in which they exchange their ideas. Use these sentences whenever you want to speak, and then if you practice them, you'll become better and better. Excuse me, I want to buy some mixed fruit juice without added sugar, but I'm not able to find any. Could you tell me where I can find that?
Sorry, madam, I don't really know. Like you, I am also a customer in this supermarket.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you work here.
That's all right. I work in a hardware store next door. I just dropped in during the lunch hour to buy some provisions.
Okay, let me look for someone who can help. You carry on with your shopping. You must be in a hurry to get back to work.
Not really. I have more than half an hour left before I need to be back at work. Would you like me to help you look for it?
Yes, that would be very kind of you. I find it a little difficult to walk around all these aisles. I have some problem with my knees, you see.
Don't worry, madam. It will be a pleasure to help you. I will find where the beverages are and get you one pack of mixed fruit juice without added sugar. Will that be okay?
You are a very nice gentleman. I just need a couple of the big packs, please. That way, I don't have to keep coming back for more.
Right. I'll get them for you. Why don't you go and sit near the payment counter? I will meet you there.
I will. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful to you. God bless you. The third conversation in this video is called Seeking Advice. Seeking is to look for. The verb seek, to search, to look for. So, a young person who is eager to know whether he should take a job or he should continue his studies asks a friend what to do. They discuss all the possibilities and come to a conclusion that both can be done together. You have to watch each sentence in the dialogue and practice it many times to become fluent. Especially those of you who are eager to become fluent, please practice all the sentences.
I really need some advice from you. I am in a dilemma. Should I continue higher studies or should I take up a job?
Difficult for me to say unless you give me some more details. Are you interested in studying further? What are your opportunities for further studies?
I have got a seat in a prestigious college for MBA, but the fee is very high and I am not sure whether I'll get any financial assistance from the college.
Have you got any job offers? What is the financial condition of your family? Do you have to work to support them?
My cousin has a successful startup and he is asking me to join him. As you know, my father is the only one earning in our six-member family, and I am the eldest. It would help if I too could contribute financially.
What's the opinion of your parents? Have you discussed this dilemma with them and asked for their advice?
My father says I should study as it will improve my career prospects. My mother hinted that my taking up a job would be a great help at this time.
Have you found out if your job prospects become better if you do this MBA course? Much would depend on that.
Actually, my cousin said that he pays a much higher salary to employees who have completed MBA. But I feel I cannot further burden my father with the high fees.
Have you explored the possibility of getting an educational loan from the bank? That may be a solution to your problem.
I have, but that won't be sufficient for all the expenses. I cannot ask my father to spend more on me. As it is, he has been working overtime to ensure that all four of his children get well educated.
Why don't you ask your cousin if he can employ you part time? It will mean that you will have to work doubly hard to study and work at the same time.
Oh, I didn't think of this idea. I don't mind the hard work. It will mean that I can also learn about his company while studying. Thank you so much for your advice.
You are most welcome. I'm glad I was able to help. You are very intelligent and sincere. I'm sure you will be a good addition to your cousin's company. All the best. Having heard the three simple and short pieces of conversation, I'm sure you will feel confident to create some conversations on your own. That is why I'm giving you some conversation exercises. You can choose any one of the three, or you can do all the three. I'm just going to give you some ideas about each, but I'm not going to give you the answers. This is completely on your own. And after doing the exercise, you can let me know how you have felt, how you have improved. Because remember that writing comments on each video you watch is an excellent practice of English because it makes you think in English. And thinking in English gives you confidence and gives you fluency also. Now, the first of the exercises is the father or the mother asking the son or the daughter about their day at school. So, any one day, asking questions like, what did you do today? What did you learn today? What did you have some time for playing games? Did you do some extracurricular activities? Did you talk to any teacher or did any teacher give you any instructions? Did you have something very interesting or something which was very depressing or distressing? In this way, you can ask a few questions and the child can answer depending on whatever you imagine the child would have said. Similarly, the second one, a young man or a woman talking to an elderly neighbor in the hospital room. The elderly neighbor is not well, so has been hospitalized. Now, a young man or a woman goes to see that patient in the hospital. Then, what would you talk about? Think of a conversation. How are you feeling today? Have they given you medicines? Did the doctor come? Are the nurses taking care of you? How do you feel staying in the hospital? Do you want to come back home quickly? Don't worry about your house. There is somebody looking after everything. I have brought you some flowers or some fruits. Please have them. Are you in pain? Are you undergoing any special treatment apart from the regular checkup, etc.? When will the doctor release you? Where can I meet the doctor who's treating you? All these show that you are concerned about the neighbor who's in the hospital. Then you have a third one. A person is asking the landlord. The landlord is the owner of a building or a house or an apartment. Details about the flat which is available on rent. Now, the person comes because he or she wants a flat on rent. So questions are asked. How big is it? When can I see it? What is the rent of this place? Do you want a deposit before I enter? Is that deposit refundable? When can I move in? Is there water? Is there electricity? What other facilities do you provide to your tenants? In this way, you can think of a few questions. It is up to you to think of questions and answers for them. If you do this exercise, I'm sure starting from the basic to the advanced level, all of you will benefit. There is nobody who will not benefit. That is why I gave you 3 examples of people who are talking to strangers, like the first and the second conversation. And the third one is you are talking to somebody you know. So the father and mother asking the children or the young neighbor visiting an elderly neighbor, people you know. And then a person coming and asking the landlord for the rent. This is a person who's a stranger you don't really know. Therefore, if you practice like this, you get immensely benefited. First, create the conversation, then practice that conversation by reading both the dialogues yourself. This you can do after you have watched the video many times and repeated each sentence or each word which I have shown you in the slides. Remember, that is very beneficial for the basic learners. I'm getting many comments which are written in another language saying, I cannot speak English. I'm putting them into English and saying that say this sentence. When you practice saying it aloud, then you begin the process of speaking. For advanced learners, for mid-level learners, this kind of an exercise will take your conversation to a higher level, to a more interesting level. I want you to try it, and each one of you who's watching the video must give a comment. Whether you learnt anything or not, whether you benefited or not, please write this. That will be very helpful, not only to me, but to you mainly. Thank you and all the best.